want to show you how to play Ave Maria, as sung by Sarah Connor. If you want the letter notes for that, you go to LetterNotePlayer.com. I have them there for you. Let's start with Sarah Connor's melody. She's in the key of F. It starts on an F. E, F, A, G, A, G, F, G, A, G, F, E, D, E, F, F, A, G, F, E, D, A, B, A, G sharp, G sharp, E, G, F, E, G, A, B flat, G, E, F, A, G, E, D, F sharp, A, C, A, F sharp, G, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C, 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 G, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, A, F, C, C, G, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, B flat, A, G, F, 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 G, G, A, G sharp, A, C, B flat, G sharp, G, F, E, F, G sharp, G, F, E, F. Then it goes back to F, E, F, A, G, F. Now let's play that with the bass. Now if she sings it a cappella, I'm going to put one little bass note through there. So we'll start off with an F, then go to a D, to a C, back to the D, up to a B flat, to a C, F, repeat the F, down to an E, C sharp right there. From the E, we've got an E major sound, and then we go to a C sharp right there, to a D, back to the E, up to an A, G, then jump up to an octave G, once we get to here, we're going to add chords. So we're going to add a C7, and for the C7, we're going to have a B flat, C, E. So your C7 chord is C, E, G, B flat, 1, 3, 5, 7. But all we're going to play is the B flat, the C, and the E, because we have the G up here in the melody. And then we go to an F chord right there. F-A-C, only we'll play it, since we're right here, B flat, C, E, we'll go to the A, C, F. We'll put the F on top. And it goes right with that G, resolves to the F, back to the C7. Now we're going to a D minor sound, but all I'm going to play in the left hand is an A and a D. Your D minor is D, F, A. But we've got the F right here, so I'll play the A and the D right there. We're going from a, see, it falls right to your other two fingers. You've got 3 fingers used, and then you go to the D and the A right there. Back to the C7. Now we're going to an A chord. A is A, C sharp, E. We've got an A in the melody. And here we're going to a G chord. Now G is G, B flat, D, it's a G minor sound. But we're only going to play a G and a D because we have a suspended C right there, non-harmonic tone appoggiatura actually, but it suspends that C over the B flat. So we go from the A here, and then it resolves to the B flat, and then we go to a B. We've got a diminished seventh here, so we're going to have the B, D, F in the bass, and the G sharp up here. Now, diminished seventh is interesting because it doesn't matter where you started. It's the same sound. D, F, G sharp, B, F, G sharp, B, D, because it's all minor thirds. So you've got, a minor third is 3 half steps. 3 half steps, 3 half steps, and you're back to where you started with. So for our prep purposes, we'll just say it's a diminished seventh on B, and we've got the G sharp up here. And that resolves to a C chord right there. C, E, G. Then we start the arpeggios. Now the arpeggios, F, A, C, F, D, A, D, D, F, A, D, C, F. Now the first arpeggio we're going to do is an F chord. And then a D minor chord. All white notes on that. And then we start walking the bass up with C, F, A, D, F, A, E, F, A, F, A, C, G, B flat, C, B flat, C, E, and hit that 7th chord. And then we're back to the F arpeggio. Now let me show you that very slowly. D minor. Now she holds that Ave Maria E all through this. And then so she keeps that vocal control going pretty well right there. But all you're going to do when you get to here, you're just building tension with that suspended pitch there, and with this coming up. So then she's done with that phrase, and you play 2 F arpeggios in a row. And then we add some instrumental part in the right hand. We're going to add the A and the C. We're going to do a C and an E flat, make it a 7th chord, to a B flat and a D, make it a F or a B flat chord, to a B flat and a D flat, make it a B flat minor chord. Now, the only thing between B flat major, black, white, white, and B flat minor is the D flat changes, the D changes to a B flat. So I'll put it together now so you can see it. Now here we just have an F chord to an F7 to a B flat chord. Now there you change from FAC to F, B flat, D, F, D, B flat. And then for this B flat minor, we're going to add it and make it a diminished chord. See, here would be your minor. We're going to make it a diminished chord with that E. So we're going to have a B flat here, and in the left hand we're going to have F, B flat, D flat, B, D flat, B flat, resolving to A. Right there's where the drums kick in, and I experimented with it, and I didn't have any drum machine that sounded right on that to fit what we were playing, so I left it out. And you've got 2 of these. Now the vocal starts for the 2nd verse, and we start with that arpeggio going D minor, C in the bass, but it's an F chord to C chord to a D minor. Now here I'm going to go D, F, A, D, A, F, D, hold it, C. Use that C as a way to walk up to the B flat and to the C7, D, up to a C, B flat, D. Now B flat, D, F, B flat, F, D, then C, E, G, B flat, G, E. There's your C7. 1, 3, 5, 7. Back to the F. And then we're going to to make it an F augmented right there with that C sharp, F, A, C sharp right there. To an E, G sharp, B, E. Then we're going to a D and a C. Only I'm going to, in the letter notes you can go down to the D, but I'm going to take it up to the D right there because I think it sounds better. Then we get the C sharp. Here's your C sharp diminished seventh. Now the diminished seventh sound is like that in the movies. They would be tying somebody to the railroad track right there. And here comes the train, because it's a train whistle kind of sound too. So that diminished seventh is a tension builder. Now let's take that second verse and I'll go slowly. D minor, C in the bass, F chord, C chord, D minor, up to the C, and then to the B flat, to the C7, back to the F, there's your augmented sound. E chord, then to the D, which is like a seventh for the E, but we're going to this that diminished seventh. Now here's what I've got going right there. C sharp, E, G, B flat, G, and E, back again to the D minor. Now if you were down here playing it, I would bring you up with that D, A, D, F. If you're in this octave playing that D minor, I would change those notes. The letter notes that I have are D, A, D, F, but you could just go right back up to the D, F, A, D right there and then end it. And we go on. But let's get to that diminished seventh because I have more to say right there. When you've got that. Now here we have one note in the left hand for one note in the right hand. Till you get to that F. So E, G, A, B flat, G, E, F, C sharp, E, G, B flat, G, E, D. Slowly. So the G's and the E's go together. Now right there you're going to have a C arpeggio to a D and a major D major chord. D, then we'll hit the F sharp and the A, and then we'll resolve it to a G arpeggio, and then to a G chord with a B and a D. So it'll sound like this in the left hand. Then we go to a C arpeggio, C7, F chord with C in the bass, back to the C7, D minor. Now it's actually easy to slide your hand forward and hit that B flat with your thumb. So when you're playing that C7, it's awkward if you try to turn it, but if you just slide it. So you have a lot of those C7s in there, and right after that one that I just played, you go to an A chord. A, C sharp, E, A, E, C sharp, and then to a G minor. Then we're back to that B diminished seventh. And resolve almost to the C chord, C arpeggio, and then we're into the tag. Let's start from right there, from just before we go to that D chord, D, F sharp, A, G, B, D, D, G chord. So in the letter notes, it's the bottom of page 2 is where we're starting. Now if you play this up this octave, then your thumbs are going to play the same note. So what I do right there, I've hit the C with this index finger, then lift off it and let the thumb have it. Now then I hit it with this thumb, and then I lift off it and let the right thumb have it. Here you're going to have to see you're going from here 1 3 or 5 3 2 1 on your fingers right there, little finger. Then you're going to have to stretch to the F because you got to go an octave. You got to have your thumb for that high C. So you got to get that fingering down to where all the fingers will work. For a second, let that AGF hit. And don't try to rush that. Do the same thing the second time. And here you're going to have to have, instead of the thumb going for that E, you're going to have the index finger so that you can get up to this A right there. So you're going to have to, so you're going from a C7, so keep the same fingering going. Same thing for the G minor, and the same thing for the B diminished seventh. So you may want to practice that left hand by itself till your left hand gets comfortable with it. Now you got a couple ways you can play that. You can play that quickly like that, or you can play it slowly like I did, with a little more emotion to it. So you've got. Work it out there however you want to. And what I like to do is end with nothing sounding except those two notes. So you got a C and an E that's just a nice sound. Lift off it for a split second of silence and then go into the tag. So for the tag, you're just playing that opening Ave Maria. And in the left hand, you're playing an F arpeggio, D minor arpeggio, and then a C in the bass with an F arpeggio, C in the bass with a C arpeggio, and then a D minor arpeggio right to the F, to the B flat with the F in the bass, and then to the B flat diminished, or the B flat diminished sound, and then end with an F. So I'll put that tag together and you can see it. can start to gradually slow down here. Now another way you can do that at the end there is go. So you can arpeggiate the right hand. What I kind of like to do is to hold that A, C together. And get this all up into the treble. So this walks up F, C, F, A, C, F, A, C, F. So just turn over and then hold the F, and you've already got this, and then walk it on up. So it'll sound like. And there you have it. Ave Maria, as sung by Sarah Connor. Beautiful rendition. Hope you enjoy it.